This is Endeavour 2. She's a 50-metre Rossinavi. She's built in 2017 and she's absolutely spectacular. And my good friends at Ocean Independence have granted me a full tour. So very pleased to be able to get this one to show you. Let's go and have a look. We're going to go through this big, lovely cockpit area on the main deck. And then we're going to head inside and give you a tour of this wonderful machine. Okay, here we go. So this is the main deck saloon area, and as you can see they've gone for a really minimalist look to this area and some very nice features like where they've done this around here. Loads of space, as you'd imagine on a boat of this size, of course. And then the dining area is up ahead. That's through to the crew domain over there. We're going to come back to that, but for the minute we're going to head forward. I love features like the way they've done this textured material down here. It's beautiful. Let's head on through the boat, but we're going to press on forward and we're going to take in the master cabin, which is right up here. So the first thing that greets you is this sort of dressing area. So these are all wardrobes around here and around here on this side, and a little area where you can, as I say, get dressed. And then head on forward again, and this is the main cabin. It has a drop-down balcony on this side, so on your anchor you can lower that, open those, and of course there's rails that go around, so that makes it a lovely area off of this room. And you've got this nice little reading area, or whatever you want to use that for, and then of course the bedroom part itself over there. Let's head on through. I love the shaping of all these bulkheads and so forth. This one here, this is just a little closet space. And if we go right on past, this is the ensuite. Some lovely materials in here. It's really nicely done. That's the shower, absolutely huge. And then the toilet itself, well, that's up in behind this door. Cool. Let's keep on moving. Actually, let's not. Let's just stop and take that in for a minute. Very nice. Now we'll keep on moving. Okay, so let's go back out of here. And I think what we will do is we'll head down to the lower deck. So you can find down there. There's a day head just here, but we're going to nip past that and take a turn down here. Look at the way they shaped all this and these materials here. It's just stunning. It's a real tactile treat. So this is your main guest accommodation. I think we will head into this one first. So this is the twin cabin, little dressing area, and of course an ensuite. And a shower is behind. And if we head across, we'll find pretty much the same kind of thing over on this side. And ensuite again is in through there. Another thing worth mentioning is this door goes through to the crew area, and the first thing you find in there is a laundry. We're going to come back to that via a different route, but it means that the crew can come through here and service these rooms when everyone's gone off upstairs without coming through the guest areas. Now this is particularly interesting because it looks like two rooms, and it is two rooms, except for the fact that there's a divide that you can open as we've got at the moment. So what you can have is this as a sitting room off of this cabin, which is how it's configured at the minute. Or you can put a bed in here, you can close that door off, and then suddenly you've got a completely separate stateroom. And of course they both have an ensuite. So this has the shower, and then the toilet is in behind here. And with that bulkhead closed, that then obviously becomes the main way in and out, as this has, but then this one has its own ensuite. So there's no sharing needed, obviously. But with it open, that makes an incredible space. We don't need that many cabins. Then you can turn this one into a giant VIP guest. Fantastic. Okay, let's head on back through here. We'll head upstairs and we'll take a head on up the boat. So we'll come around here. No worries, I'll stop again in a moment. Okay, so we can loop around to the left, find another stairway, and then we'll head on again. These fantastic materials that they've put all the way around here. It's just beautiful. And this then is taking us up to the upper saloon. So very nice day space, a little bit more casual. And if we head out of the back, then you've got this upper area here, great place to have a meal. There's a barbecue underneath here, and all the other amenities that you would want, and these great sun lounges right at the back of the boat with a terrific view out. And those amenity areas here. Look how wide those doors are. That really links these two areas beautifully. We're going to head on forward. Now this door takes us back into the crew domain, because what we have here is a pantry, but we also have access, if we carry on all the way through, now that is access down to the crew area. So all of this can be routed without going through guest areas. And then this is the bridge. Are things bleeping? I don't know what they are. And this is actually the captain's cabin. He has asked us not to go in there because he's got all his gear in there at the minute. This boat is very much in use currently. So we will bypass that one, but we will have a good look at this area. Okay, so out here on the foredeck, this is a wing station here, so that when you are manoeuvring the boat in port, you can stand here and you can see right down the side of the boat, see exactly where you're placing it. And then there is a very nice little social area here. They've also got the sun top up above. And this is interesting, this is the garages. There are two of these. You can see the jet ski up on top. This whole thing raises or lowers. And there's some pretty decent sized tenders. There's one there, and there's another one under the floor on this side. In fact, I believe I'm right in saying that one of them is amphibious, so you can literally drive it straight up a beach. Another jet ski. That one, obviously, that whole area lowers down flush. And I believe that this is the crane here. I'm not certain, but it looks like it might be. And then right up on the very front of the boat, we've got all of the anchoring kit. Excellent. Okay, we've got more people on the boat. I'm going to keep the camera pointed down, and we're going to head on back. Hi there. Hi. Hi, how you doing? So this will take us back past the bridge, and then these steps will lead us down onto the lower side deck. And then we can go from here back inside, and if we head on round, keep the camera pointed down because there's a few people about, this will take us into the crew domain. So the first thing it greets us is this pantry. There's also a small mess area here as well. Wine coolers at the back, but the main area is a little further forward. Past these fridges, and then this stairway here. Now this is the stairway that I pointed out from the bridge area. So that's a crew routing, and that can drop people straight down through and then down into the main crew area, which is down here. So what have we got? Well, if we go into this side, we find the galley. There's more chilled food areas. Very well specified. Mealer cooking. We do love a bit of mealer. And then on through. That's a really decent sized galley. And opposite of this is the laundry area. Now I mentioned when we were in the lower deck guest area that there was a door that went through. That's that door. So you can go from here straight through into the guest cabins, and that obviously saves humping, bedding and that kind of thing, towels and so on, up and down the steps. It's just straight through into this area. Those of Miele professional washing equipment, all top-notch stuff. Okay, and then ahead of here are the crew cabins. So we go down here. There's a big mess area just here. It's very comfortable. Huge TV on the wall, and you can see the closed circuit cameras as well, so they can keep an eye on the decks and that kind of thing. And then this is the actual crew cabin area. So there are 4 cabins up here for crew, all twins of course. You can see them here, here, here. And we're going to have a look in just one of them because they are all the same. But this is what you get if you have the crew in here. So you've got bunk beds, and there's an ensuite, and of course loads of storage. Shower in there as well. So nice crew domains. Brilliant. Okay, let's go out of here and we'll head on back, see what else we can find. So the last thing to find then is the engines, which on this are fairly spectacular. So for that we're going to go back up here, back out onto the deck, and we'll take a look then into the engine space. So we're back to this little pantry area, and this time that's the door out into the main saloon, but we're going to head out this way, touch this little button. Okay, so that's access out to the foredeck where we've already been. So this time we're going to head back this way. So we find the engine room in through here. Here we go. Let's go and have a look, because this is pretty interesting. Like the rest of the boat, there's a few people in here, so we're going to have to be a little bit discreet and cut around this corner and in through here. And this will take us into the main engine room. Now the drive on this boat is actually diesel electric, so these are technically generators. They are the main engines, but they're not linked directly to prop shafts and propellers. What these do is they drive Rolls-Royce Azipods, which are stationed further back down the boat. So these engines are Caterpillars. They are 1,200 horsepower each, and the boat can run on both of these or just one of these. One can drive both of the electric pod drives. If you're running both engines flat out, she's good for about 16 knots. If you run on one, you can drop the boat back to 10 knots, and then you've got 4,500 plus miles of range. So she's a proper explorer ship. She's transatlantic. Let's take a walk all the way around here because it's an incredible area. This is the air conditioning system here. Now, as well as these main engines, as I say, they are technically generators. There are 3 more generators which obviously handle the service loads. These are just powering the ship. And if we head on back, I'll see if I can show you the pod rooms. There's another way out. You can see the ladder there. There's another route out of this. And if we head on back here, this is the actual engineer's space. There's a pod room through there, but I'll show you the one on this side. Here's a great area. This is proper super yacht stuff, isn't it? Let's go in through here. So there are 2 areas like this, and this at the back is one of the electric engines. There are 2 of them, as I say, that drive the pods. So these are driven from those diesel engines in the main engine room, and the pods themselves are right at the back, down underneath the boat down there. Some serious proper ship engineering going on here. Amazing. So as I say, these 2 electric engines can both be run off of one of those main engines rather than both of them, and that then will give you the range. Okay, let's close that big heavy door over. There we go. Let's head on up here and finish off. Actually, the last thing I'm going to show you just before we do finish is the beach club. That's the only area of this boat we haven't done, so let's complete it properly. Let's go down this side and show you that area. So there's some steps at the back of the boat, and then this area, obviously you can put a ladder in here for swimming from. You've got the sea bobs here, and this is that transfer. So this hinges up flush across here when the boat's underway, but when you're at anchor you hinge it down, and it makes a great area on the back of the boat at sea level. And what they've done with this is put a gymnasium in here. Like so. Excellent. I think that this is as good a place to finish as any. So that is Endeavour 2. She's an absolutely stunning 50-metre super yacht. I hope you enjoyed that tour. If you haven't subscribed already, I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button. We've got loads more yacht tours coming, and that'll let you know each time they arrive. And in the meantime, thanks for watching this one, and we'll catch you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.